everybody. Oh gosh, this chair is wobbly. Hang on a second. Oh no, it's worse. I just made it worse. Oh my god. Oh, never mind. This is crazy. Hi. As you can see, I think I have a bit more energy today. Oh gosh. Thank you for joining me. Here's the sun. This is what I've been waiting for. Hallelujah. Well, I'm doing pretty well here on my detox. I wanted to just talk about maybe like the pros and cons of what's going on because you know, there are both ends of the spectrum. On one end of the spectrum, I couldn't be happier to be on the path I'm on, and on the other end, it's like, oh God, why am I on this, you know, crazy, I don't know, it just gets very difficult, and anyone who's on a detoxification mission knows what I'm talking about. It gets very difficult, and there are days where I feel like, oh, it's just so low energy, and my just not being able to walk and things like that, it gets really frustrating. And right when I feel like, oh, I could just throw in the towel, which I would never do, but you know, that feeling that comes up, I go to the bathroom and find like snow globing sediment or whatever, just massive amounts of sediment, and then everything gets better at that moment, and I'm completely recharged all over again. Yeah, so pros and cons about what's going on here. Well, let's start with the cons so that I can get to the pros and be all excited about it. The cons, obviously, having low energy and just feeling laid out, like unable to get up and even unable to walk sometimes. That's just my body telling me that I need to shut down and stop so that it can focus on healing. It's really important to do that, you know? And if I don't allow myself and I push myself to do things and be active, as you know, in ways like trying to do laundry and things like that, I regret it because I'll end up, you know, getting to the place where I cannot even barely stand up. My ankles will collapse underneath me or whatever. So that's definitely a big con, is the whole just being completely wiped out and not being able to feel like I can live. You know, having so little energy, it's even difficult to prepare fruits and things to juice or what have you, you know. Another con is that every time I have to go wee and my bladder goes, hello, gotta go wee, then my body goes into like this seizure mode of just going completely tight and stiff. My legs go stiff like just boards or something, and become heavy feeling, and I can barely move. And so actually getting myself to the bathroom it can be really difficult sometimes, you know, and so that's one of the hard things, one of the really hard things about it, that I look forward to that being done. Okay, one thing I know for certain, the pros. I'm certain that my eliminative organs are functioning more optimally now. I'm better and getting going. My kidneys are doing good. Hence the, snow globing action. And every time that I go down in those really laid out modes and then come back and get my energy back, I have more. It's a little bit more. And when I have the ability to balance myself and such, same goes with that. I have more balance. With my hands, when my nerves come back in my hands after those modes of not even being able to button a button or tie like my hair back in a hair tie, my nerves come back even more, and I'm able to write. My writing is getting more fluid. So on the upswing, it's still a roller coaster. I just want to be perfectly clear about that. But when it swings up again, then I can actually sit down and write, and it's becoming more fluid and not so much looking like I'm first grader learning how to write or whatever. Gosh, another wonderful, wonderful thing is the people in the world that have been just reaching out. When I do make it out there to go, to the grocery or anything like that, with help, mind you, because it's real pain. And I do like to hit up like the grocery store that has those little cart. It's like you can drive it around. It's like the handicap mobile. I totally use that, and so I'm able to go to the produce department now and then. Anyways, people reaching out. I've been, really, really pleased and feel so blessed with all the people that I don't know that will even go out of their way to help me when they see me just, struggling to get around. They'll reach out. I'm really, really so grateful for all of the beautiful people in the world doing, it's the most wonderful thing to do, to reach out to someone whom is in some sort of need of assistance, and if one is readily available and able, like, that's how I love to do it, it's feels wonderful to be able to go do something for someone. Now here I am, I'm the person that really needs help, like a lot of the time, and I'm so blessed, and I feel so grateful for all those reaching out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gosh, there's some more pros that I could possibly, just the whole, my energy, like, I think the beginning here was a perfect example of the fact that I even attempted to stick a little, wedge under this chair so it wouldn't be wobbly, but it didn't work out very well. I'm just doing my best to sit still. Oh, the sunshine. And yes, I think I wanted to close this with a piece of poetry from back in, let me see, I think the early 90s. Yeah, this is from the early 90s, and I'd like to close this video with it. It's called Sunshine. Exuberant rays of sunlight crash down upon the pores of the earth, and she drinks and feeds from the riches and life of the light, bringing brilliant color and effervescent life. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you soon.